creatures of the chosen creature type get -1/-1.
It's pretty good. Do you guys remember Onslaught block? It has all the good tribal shit.
Oh yeah.
Do you know about this card called Peer Pressure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, you need to have a lot of mind control effects to actually take advantage of it. But back in the day, it came in this deck that featured illusions, and in Onslaught, they were called the Mist form. It was really cool, and you could change the creature type of your Mist forms. And there were 2 combos in this deck. It was a black-blue deck. One of them was standard, Peer Pressure, so you change all your creatures to whatever creatures they got, and then if you have more of them, you play Peer Pressure, and then you gain control of all of those creatures. Really awesome. And then second card, what was it? Is it Engineered Plague? No, there's another thing. It's like sacrifice a creature and then destroy all creatures of the chosen type. I mean, of that creature's type. I'm gonna keep, by the way.
I'll keep 2.
Okay. We should have rolled, but let's do that now. You can let's high roll.
I just
7.
lost. What are you talking about? Why am I rolling? I lost.
We reset.
I'm never gonna get over 5, so I don't know why you
go.
keep picking high.
Here we
Just go.
I don't know why I'm playing Magic. All right, go ahead.
Damn it, Yugi. Just fucking kill me. Pass turn.
Go ahead.
Cavity Township. Ooze.
I'm gonna bolt the ooze.
Okay. Pass turn.
See here, mana untapped. If you please, what mana do you have untapped?
Oh, sorry. Colorless and green, white. It's tapped.
And let's reset the life totals. We're both at 20, yes.
Correct.
Okay. Land, go.
Something Japanese. Crack it. Pay, I assume, a life and get a card. I think there's only 1 forest in this deck. Oh, thank God, 2. And they're right next to each other.
Yeah. I mean, in most cases, I would recommend waiting for end step and then getting something tapped like an Overgrown Tomb or whatnot. But
Kind of makes it hard to play at that turn, though.
Right. But in this instance, actually getting Force and other basics is really good because if you're seeing mono red, you might assume they have a Blood Moon in there somewhere. So
I'm just going to assume that the deck sucks.
Jeez, you're so
Negative?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in this deck, so that's why. Corsair Crufix. Play with the top card of your library revealed. If it's a land card, you may play it. Whenever land enters battlefield under your control, gain 1 life. It's a land card. Comes into play tapped. I gain 1 life.
Brandon's got to be the only guy who can have a deck full of foil shocks and fetches against mountain, and think he's gonna lose.
I don't think I can do that. I can only play 1 land per turn, right?
That's right.
Oh, well then I can't. Because I already played my land for turn. Pass turn.
But you could have played it.
Why?
I mean, you could have played it
How?
if you hadn't played a land this turn.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, am I not doing something? Is that... Did I miss something?
I am drawing too many lands for my 17 land deck. Go ahead.
Oh, look, a land. And, let's see.
Hey, NBK Shredder.
I'm going to put Overgrown Tomb.
Is MBK Shredder Nick?
Yeah. I'm gonna take 2. 1, 2. Black, green, white, on Affluenza.
So you took 2?
I already did.
Oh.
There you go. And I'm gonna swing at you for 2. I gain 1 life from a land entering the
What
battlefield.
did I say about attacking until I have no cards in hand? Alright. Alright. I take 2.
Pass turn.
I draw. Land.
I told you I was building my own modern deck, Dick. I like the concept of this one,
Can
though.
I win right now?
Concept-wise. You can. You can do 18 damage right now. End this shenanigans.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 23. So I got 23 damage loaded up, but he's got a blocker, which is basically means that no, I can't win right now.
Damn.
But let's do this. Pact of Titan. Let me create a 4/4. I don't have 4/4s, so I'm going to do something a little cooler. Make a Hellion. Ga 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 ga. I also have to pay 5 mana at my upkeep, which was going to be represented by this. Right there. So
Why
I
don't you make it a
die.
5?
Yeah, 5.
There you go.
There we go.
Now that's cool.
Goblin Bushwhacker. Attack. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. I'll block with anaphylactic shock.
Oh, sorry, it's 7. Who are you gonna block?
The Hellion
Okay,
thing.
so block the Hellion.
So
It's
I
a
take-
4/4.
Yes.
Okay, so damage. This dies, that dies. You take 1, 2, and it is your turn. This is not how this deck is supposed to operate. I mean, I should be dead right now. I mean, not right now, but I'm pretty much dead already. If I'm
Stirring Wildwood comes into play.
casting my
gain a life.
Pact of Titans and hoping to actually pay for them, something has gone wrong. But that's okay. We're still playing Magic. He's got Courser of Crucifix and Surgical Extraction on top of his library. You could extract my bolts. You could extract my Titans. You could extract
Voice of Resurgence.
my Mojo.
Termagoyf.
Charmagoyf. Instant.
So he's
One.
a 5/4.
Could you list off the subtypes?
Creature, land, instant, and sorcery.
Nope, just instant.
Oh, okay, sorry. So he's a 4/3.
Creature, land, instant. And anything else?
That's it.
That's going to make him a 3/4.
Yeah, that's. Did I say it backwards?
You said 4/3.
Oops. I don't work here.
I just own and operate all of the equipment.
Right. Pass turn.
Yep. 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 Pay for my
Math
Titan.
is really hard. Whoever said math wasn't hard was lying miserably.
I will pass.
Vault of the Arc Snails. Okay. 1,
This playmat. It's so pretty.
2, 3, 4. Vault of the Arc Snail. All my creatures get Death Touch and Lifelink.
How?
Vault of the Arc Snail.
Could you read how?
1 black, 1 white. 2 other creatures you control gain Death Touch and Lifelink until end of turn.
Gotcha. It's an activator. So that's what you're doing right now?
Yep.
Okay,
and
game.
I'm gonna.
We're going to 3.
And then I'm gonna play Surgical Extraction.
Nope, you aren't playing shit. There's no opponent. We're
He's
going
let-
to game.
Just a fucking sign on your fucking seat. Out to lunch.
Lifelink, what? What's that? My mono red ass can't deal with that.
It's only for 7. You can still do like a mountainous amount of damage. You get it? Mountainous.
So we're going to take out a pact. We're going to take out another pact. We're going to take out Devastating Summons. We're going to take out Haze of Rage. We're going to put in
Streets of
4 Blood
Rage?
Moons. 4 Blood Moons. Let's try and draw one of you. Because that would really help.
I thought about sideboard, but I've already done my sideboard. I don't know if you caught that or not. I already sideboard out. Put Leyline in here. I put Surgical Extraction.
Surgical Extraction.
Yeah. Because then I can get rid of some of your direct damage bullshit.
Yeah, Surgical Extraction's a really good card. It's just ridiculous. I didn't realize how good it was until I played in that last GP. It basically carried my ass to victory. Oh wait, I'm playing against Dredge. I don't want to have to fight against Prized Amalgam or Life from the Loam. It's just Surgical Extraction. Oh, you're playing Scape Shift? Or any deck where the title of the deck is a card name and that card is in your graveyard? Surgical Extraction. Here's a good tip. Try not to play decks where the name of the deck is a card name. Because, I mean, it's not like it's a bad deck, but
I wonder what Big Butts does.
strategies are usually better than cards. You know what I mean?
Nope. I haven't even named my red-blue deck that I made just for you.
Does pretty good against Just For Me. Beat my ass up earlier. Drakes and Serpents. Alright, I'm on the play. I lost. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm saying the same thing.
Welp. I really can't keep this.
I guess I have a reason not to.
Yeah, I can't keep this. No Bushwhacker, no second land. I mean, one or the other, you'd be probably okay. Hoping you draw lands against a deck that's just gonna, like I really need to hit those tempo checkpoints to actually win.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing with mine. If I don't get those instants in the beginning, I'm just like, oh, fuck. When are you going to make us an
You
MTG?
can sideboard every game. You can sideboard game 1. That seems highly suspect. I don't think you can sideboard game 1.
When are you going to make us an MTG Lexicon
Playmat?
playmat?
When you pay me.
I've got $100 right here.
You think that $100 will cover the work it takes to make one of these?
With love and support from the rest of us.
6.
And I want you to do it on a scannable piece of paper or something.
I'll keep. Scry.
Because then we can actually print it out onto playmats.
If you wanted me to do like a little illustration, that would be kind of fun.
A little illustration? I want a full playmat, bro.
Full playmat. Well, I mean, I'll just start on that, and I'll keep a work log and I'll ring you up at the end of the process. I charge myself $25 an hour. So.
Wow. Don't ever ask me for IT support. I promise if I ever charged you per hour, you'd be broke in a fucking week.
Hey, people got to make a living out there.
Yeah, but I help.
And that's
people
pretty
out
much my fate.
for
Like
free.
all of my friends have abandoned my IT. Go ahead. Needs and desires. Oh no, my computer won't work. Too bad, Paxton. You're a jerk.
It's gonna come into play tapped. Pass turn. Yeah, unfortunately, I won't ever charge friends or family. It's your turn.
I know you know. I know you know, Nick. I'm just being a little bit ornery tonight. It's a stam cold.
Orange. You're being a little bit orange tonight.
Memnite. Ornithopter. Reckless Bushwhacker. Attack. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
Go ahead. Now I really need a land or a creature. Specifically a 0 mana creature or a land.
Forest. Bop. Doom bop.
I definitely didn't want to see a birds right there. Or a forest.
Pass turn.
My narrative should be giving away huge hints. What is it? I'm gonna have to hold that.
Are you hungry?
Like a little bit.
You feel like getting some food after this?
No. I'm gonna go home and cook.
I am starving.
Alright, let's wrap it up. Swing. 3. Path, what you gonna path? Yeah, you're gonna path that. I'm gonna get a land. Definitely don't path me. Don't path me, bro. Is it coming to play tapped or untapped?
Tapped.
Okay, that's not that good then. Go ahead.
Doom bop. Bobbity bop. Makes no fucking difference, does it? You have any township?
Ugh.
Another birds?
Ugh.
Voice of Resurgence?
Great.
Pass turn.
Here, cut this. Alright, draw. Ornithopthop. Now do I attack? I think I actually have to attack at this point with two birds on the field. Blood Moon is just not going to do anything at all. So I don't even want to waste time casting it because it's going to tempo myself away from a victory. So let's cast Kuldaltha Rebirth on an Ornithopter. Get 3 Goblin tokens.
I must do a vape trick. I don't know any vape tricks, though. I know how to inhale.
Reckless Bushwhacker, Surge.
And exhale.
So I'm going to attack you for 1, 2, 3. Plus 6 is 9, 10, 11.
You win. I've got nothing but lands in my hand.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be turns before I can stop that.
Yeah, I think I'd be able to race you to death.
Yep.
Well, there's a game 2. Game 3, last game. Let's do it. Brr, 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 last game. Brr, brr.
Would watch again.
MLG inhale and exhale. Hey, what's up, guys?
Are you wearing a tie-dye shirt? Me? Yeah. It's very vibrant. I can see it through the window. You don't buy tie-dye shirts, you make tie-dye shirts.
It
I
was
think
made
most
by
people
some
buy
hippie
them.
lady.
It
She
was
bought
for
it.
it was for a good cause.
Pot?
Yeah, duh.
Pot's a
That is
good
a good
cause. I
cause.
can't
That's
argue with that.
Cause.
It's a great cause.
It's not a bad cause.
In fact, if we're on stream, donate to my charity.
MTGL pot.
Charity.
Take it. Cut me.
Do it now.
So you're on the play?
I mean, I've lost every game. Am I?
You won that last game.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's because you gave up. I wasn't going to win that.
no. Vault of the Archangel, you were definitely gonna win that.
So 1 of 4 games, I have won.
And you won at stand. No, actually, he's won the majority of the games. He's won the majority of
Of
the
the
games.
night. Of the night. Not in Modern. And in fact, it's now halved because we played 4 Modern games and 3 Standard games.
All right. You're on the play. I'm gonna keep.
I may have trashed your Standard games, but you're trashing me in the Modern. I will have my deck built so I don't have to use this next week.
Can I like that?
He should be winning. He's gonna win this next match. It's like very like you're on the play. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna mulligan. I got 2 lands that just ain't worth it.
That's right. You do that.
And I'm gonna say that because Nick's like, you always gotta be more aggressive mulliganing. Didn't you know?
It's true. Yeah.
Well, now I'm being more aggressive. And we'll see what he has to say about it. Let's look.
If you didn't
Well,
like,
fuck you too, Brandon. Okay. That's what I get for mulliganing. It's alright. If I ever play against Nick in this deck, he's gonna wreck me with it, and it's gonna be funny.
well, that deck has got a really good mid game. I basically got 4 turns to knock out this win. And that's it. And I'm on the play, which is not good.
5, 6, 7. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Can't. My. What the fuck? It doesn't. I don't
know why I done running.
I am literally cursed.
How big could would you be playing, man?
I have 1 land.
I don't wanna die.
Either I have nothing but lands or I have 1 land.
I don't want a pickle. I just wanna ride my motorcycle.
Did it matter whether I drew 7 or not?
I just
Still
wanna
had 1
ride
land.
my motorcycle. Cool.
Sorry, now I draw 5.
Yeah, draw 5. What a loser.
That's right, Yugi.
That's right, Yugi. You're never gonna beat my blue eyes white dragon. Hand over Exodia or your grandfather's gonna get it. Yugi.
I put my trap card face down.
Fucking Bugsy was the worst on that show. Not only was his character like he sounded like a little annoying prick, but he was a little. He just grabbed your. You know what I would do to somebody if they like took my deck and threw it overboard of a cruise ship? I would
Throw them over to get it?
I would shins that. I would knock him in the shins and take him into my room and be like, "Oh boy, you're about to get the Paxton."
Okay. Sure. This.
I was talking about torture. I was gonna torture Bugsy as revenge.
I'll pay the 2 life. Bop. Doom bop. Go.
Doombop. Starting off with a Signal Pest, and I will also cast an Ornithopter and a Memnite. Go ahead. That was actually pretty bad play. It depends on whether I draw a mountain.
Bibbity boop. Crack it. Pay 1 life, I assume, and find a land. And then I will
Whisper unmentionable things into my ear.
take 2.
Jeez. Unmentionable things.
At what point would it be unmentionable, though?
At what point is it unmentionable? I don't know. In our political climate, there's a lot of shit you can't really talk about anymore. 9/11 was an inside job.
Inquisition of Kozilek.
Oh, Jesus. You see 2 Reckless Bushwhacker, a Goblin Bushwhacker, and a Goblin Grenade.
Reckless Bushwhacker.
Away it goes.
Pay 2 life. Surgical Extraction.
And then the rest of them. So actually, you get to look through my deck and take them.
You normally stick them together so that it's harder to find.
I'm going to give you a Jeopardy theme song countdown. Standard. Here we go.
Oh no, I accidentally threw all your cards in the trash.
You used Surgical Extraction on my Goblin Bushwhackers.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're going to look for Goblin Bushwhackers, not Reckless Bushwhackers. Try
Oh, I meant Reckless.
Well, Reckless Bushwhacker wasn't in my graveyard.
It says hand, graveyard, and...
You exile a card from my graveyard, then search their hand.
Oh,
library,
right.
graveyard.
You know, you're right. I'm an idiot. So Goblin Bushwhacker. Here we go again. And it's gone. Wait, I thought I had you discard... Oh, they're both Bushwhackers. I should have specified.
Well, yeah,
Womp.
if you're going to Surgical Extraction,
Womp.
then you should have definitely taken Reckless Bushwhacker. Don't you think?
Well, that's what I thought I did. That's why I pulled the rest of the Bushwhackers. Is because I thought I did that with Kozilek. And then you put the other one in there.
No, you rewind. You can rewind the tape on that one.
It's whatever.
It's whatever, man.
Don't care anymore. I just want you to kill me. And miserably.
He gets the other 3.
I'm going to tap birds to deal 1 damage to myself. Because I don't want to live in this game anymore.
Man,
because
a bird doesn't even exist anymore.
I swear I thought I said the other one, and then that's why I pulled those.
It's okay, Brandon. Everyone makes mistakes. You just gotta learn to live with them.
Can you kill me already?
I'm just the worst.
It's not you. It's this
Draw.
sightly, flashy deck that is okay.
I'm gonna attack. You're gonna take 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, pop.
From?
Ornithopter and Memnite. And Signal Pest is gonna Battle Cry, giving everybody +1/+0.
Oh, okay.
And it's your turn.
Ridge Racer. Voice of Resurgence.
Okay.
Pestern.
Untap. Draw.
Thank you, Tyler. I know you're there for me.
Attack for 3. Blocks.
I'll block one of them on the...
You
that dude on the ground.
Oh,
He's a 1/1, right?
Yeah, but he has that stupid thing where it's like you can only be blocked by creatures with flying or reach. So he doesn't have flying, but he can only be blocked by creatures with flying or reach.
Okay.
So you can block my Memnite, in which case your
It
Voice
dies.
Resurgence will die.
I'll take it.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
You know, Nick, whether you play Modern or Standard or all that other stuff, the cards actually still operate the same, which is weird. You want to leave your hand on the battlefield, or you don't
yeah,
care?
yeah, it's fine. I'm just playing it like that.
Okay.
Common practice amongst the casual modern players.
Mm-hmm. Can't do shit. Go.
Draw. Tap down. Play Signal Pest and Signal Pest.
Does modern have different rules than standard?
I'm gonna attack.
No. Does modern have
attack in
different
the air
rules
for one.
than every other game that you play cards with? No. Doesn't matter.
There is a huge
Fatal push on not flying guy.
Okay, so you take 0. Your turn.
Great. Pass turn, my friend.
There is a pretty big learning curve and when you go up from standard to modern and then again from.
No, it's just about knowing what you're playing with, really. I'm picking it up slowly because, I don't know, I don't know what's in here yet.
Well, I mean, I don't mean to be ragging on you or anything, but take the criticism for what it's worth. I mean, I've been playing modern for a long time. You're making mistakes with your lands and sequencing and stuff like that. You could improve.
Maybe.
Okay, so here we go. Combat. We're gonna attack with everything.
I take it.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh no, how did that happen?
You're dead.
Oh no. A lot more of nothing for turns. A lot more turns.
Yeah, you kind of just didn't really draw anything relevant that game.
Ooh, wow. Okay, so I had anaphylactic shock after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns before I would have ever been able to do anything with you.
Let me see. Let me see all the cards that you played that game.
Sure.
Oh wait! No, don't mix them in with the cards that you just drew off the top of your library. What did you have? Because there not many turns took place here.
What is it, Doctor? What is it? Did I miss something?
Well, honestly, not really. I mean, you could have taken the bushwhacker.
I meant to grab the 2/1 bushwhacker, but you put the other one in the graveyard.
But
So
at the end of the day, I wasn't able to cast them, so it didn't really matter. Actually, taking the other goblin bushwhacker was probably the correct choice, but who knows? I could have drawn my hand.
Did I miss something?
I don't think so.
Is
no.
there a Doran in there that I didn't see?
Nope.
That's
just,
weird.
You just didn't draw anything relevant. 1, 2, 3, 4,
You hear that, Nick?
5. Could have blocked. Meh. I
To
don't
what
know.
end?
I don't know. Probably. There you go.
Thank you, sir. Despite being salty, thank you, Nick, for lending me your modern deck. I wish I could have seen Doran at least once. I know you have a couple in here, but I didn't see it at least once. So, womp womp. Sucks to be cursed. Oh, wait. Wow. The bottom of the deck, 2 Dorans right next to each other.
Yikes.
Cursed.
And when I was at the GP, I would do this like if I noticed that every time that I mulligan.
Thank you again, Nick.
Right before I go back to just reshuffle, I'll actually filter through my deck and be like, huh, what's going on in here?
That's called stacking.
Well, I mean, I want to look and see if
You're still stacking? To look to see if you're still stacking?
Wait. You're looking to see if the deck is stacked, not stacking the deck. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you're going to fix it after looking at it, kind of defeats the purpose of it being random, isn't it?
Well, no. I mean, I'm not going to look through my deck after I shuffle. I'm like, let's say I draw a really bad hand, like 6 lands, and I'm like, oh shit, what's going on here? I'm just making sure that there aren't huge clumps. So before I go into the next game, let's say I go through my deck and I notice like 5 mountains are in there. Instead of just going like straight back to shuffling, yeah, I'll straight up take this and go like that, even these out. and then once I'm pretty satisfied after going through, then I'll go back to a randomization style, or I'll pile
That's what I'm
shuffle.
saying. Huge clamps are a part of randomness, but that's what makes me cursed. If you've seen this stream long enough, you will know that I am cursed. Doesn't matter what I do or what I play.
Huge clumps are indeed a part of randomness. I did an interesting experiment where
I thought you were going to say a study.
experiment. Well, I'm not qualified to do studies. I'm not a scientist. But I did my own little personal experiment before I went out to Vegas to see if I could win at flipping coins. It was a really interesting experiment. So what I did was, here's how I set it up. Every time I noticed that 2 coins in a row were the same, I would bet the opposite to see if I could make money. And if it continued to be that same, like let's say there's 2 tails in a row, then I bet heads. If it ends up being tails again, I double my bet on heads and continue to go to see if I can make money. It makes sense, but that's just not, I guess, the way statistics works. Eventually, no matter what you do, you're going to run into these long periods where you get a lot of heads and a lot of tails, and it's impossible to predict when those like runs of 1 in a row are going to start.
It's like craps. And it's like roulette. It's like all those things that you could bet and gamble on where chance is involved, and that's part of the game is luck.
Huge clumps are a part of Magic, but
Yeah.
I won't
Except-
start like I don't like the idea that my current game is being influenced by my last game. Like when you
But
play,
it is. That is literally what happens.
Well, no. I mean, like if there's any influence anywhere on your deck order, then it's not random. Like,
But that is the result of it being random.
well, hang on, you're ignoring what I said. Like,
You refuse to believe that your last game would be influenced by your current. It's exactly what it is, because the order in which your cards are played in the previous game and shuffled in the next game contribute to clumps.
but okay, yeah, sure, but that's sort of Brandon, you're being semantical at this point. It's like
Okay,
so
well,
the idea is, let's just cut straight to the chase, is that when you play a game of Magic, your cards end up into piles where they're no longer random. You got all your lands, and then you got your spells in your graveyard, and if you just go to shuffle those piles, you don't know if you're gonna. It takes a long time to
So,
shuffle those.
I don't know if you
piles.
ever see me, but if when I end a game, I grab my board state minus the lands, I put them all in a stack, I take the lands and I shuffle the lands on top of that to make them random in between that, so I don't have a clump of lands and a clump of whatever. I actually shuffle them on top of it to interstitial them, and then I take that and then I shuffle it into the main deck, and then I do that several times.
Yeah.
That's probably the best way you could do it.
Yeah, probably.
But it doesn't matter. I'm still cursed. It's still going to happen to me. And even in our second game, even though I won barely, I was dying. I could not draw a fucking card to save my life. I kept drawing lands.
Vault of the Archangel is really good though against an aggro player, like against
Yeah.
any burn strategy.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just can't get past it.
Well, when I pulled that from the Tides, that was top deck, just absolute 100% pure
that was
luck.
brutal. Yeah, it locks out the game state.
Yeah, so that was just pure absolute luck.
That was brutal. I couldn't come back after that.
But that was it. And if you want, are you gonna go play any game nights, standard game nights, in between now and?
Yeah, there's a standard showdown actually. I think coming up this Saturday at Udo.
Do you want to take it?
I don't want to be responsible for other people's cards. I know, like